I found myself in a pretty dark place for a pretty long period of time, and just feeling sort of trapped in a way, just not knowing exactly what I should do next. I was sort of at my wit's end as to what was my purpose in life.
I mean, coming back, the switch was off. It had an impact on all my relationships, all my family relationships. I couldn't even. I was wondering if I ever had grandchildren, could I love them because of, the disconnect.
I'd also submitted my work that I did in Iraq for Military Videographer of the Year. And I'm standing there and, all these people, the pinnacle, like, I am the best. I just became the best. I felt absolutely nothing and completely dissatisfied with the whole experience.
I had a few hobbies. It was mainly like auto repair and racing, maybe dirt bike, stuff like that. And that stuff, I tried it when I got back and it just didn't give me any excitement.
After a 21-year career in nursing, I gotten to the point where it was hard for me to get out of bed every morning. I was lethargic. I had anhedonia, which mean I had no pleasure from anything that I did. And I had suicidal ideation, and I had a little bit of a plan to turn around and walk in the front of a car.
I went from being super active, doing everything around the house. Now for 12 months, I was more of a burden on my family, and I just kept feeling more and more worthless. And that's when I contemplated starting to take my life.
This friend of mine who was a veteran introduced me to the group. There was a different connection, a different understanding about what was happening. And that is what began to make the difference for me.
I talked to the psychiatrist down there, and then she recommended me to they have like an outpatient psychiatry department down there. So they recommended the medication, and then I did like one-on-one counseling sessions, and I've been doing it ever since.
One day, one of my kids said something to me that, made me realize I need to get help. I need to be there to help them. The VA crisis line was the first place I called, and then I started trying to meet with a counselor.
It showed me that regardless of my medical problems, a lot of the limitations that I felt were limitations I just placed on myself. That I could still enjoy a lot of the same activities that I did, just in a different way and get the same result.
I would say for the last 5 or 6 years, not only have I not had depression, but I've also been happy.
After I started seeking the help, the work performance started to increase again. I started believing in myself, I started getting more confidence. It was a lot easier to do my job, do daily things.
You gotta reach out. You gotta put your hand out. You gotta make the first step, and that's the hard one, is the first step.
Know that there is a way that you can get help. There is a way that you can deal with some of the difficulties related to your war experience. Look at it as a community of people who want to help. I think that has felt different for me. And to keep at it until you make the connection.